Latest Backstage WWE news update on Liv Morgan's return from devastating injury. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Liv Morgan suffered an unfortunate shoulder injury just as she was in the middle of a gigantic push before the recent WWE Evolution Premium live event. The prognosis at the time was that Morgan would be out of action for a very long time. And while that sentiment hasn't changed, there is an update on her situation. A new report from Twinsetterlight.com notes that Morgan is scheduled for a new medical evaluation this week to see how her recovery is going and whether she remains on track for a return without any complications. There were some people backstage who expected her to make a visit at this week's WWE Raw, but she ended up not being there. While a return to the ring remains far away, the internal hope is that Morgan might be able to make it back by early 2026 if her progress moves forward without any hitches. FightfulSelect.com added that a return at the beginning of next year is considered a best-case scenario. 3 WWE rumors we hope are true, and 1 we hope isn't. Welcome to another edition of WWE Rumors we hope are true, and we hope aren't. The Stamford-based promotion is heading towards Clash in Paris 2025, and, as usual, there are many rumors swirling in the air. In this article, we will discuss 3 WWE rumors we hope are true and 1 we hope isn't, quote, T. According to a report from Body Slam, the Triple H creative regime has seemingly scrapped the special Crown Jewel Championship. Last year, Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan emerged as the winners and won their respective Crown Jewel titles. However, the titles were only for that special event and are no longer used in the storylines. WWE once again heads to Saudi Arabia in October, but as per sources, there are no plans to bring back the Crown Jewel titles to defend on the show. Mods, this seems to be good news for the audience, especially if there was going to be no relevance for those titles in the weekly storylines. #3. Hope not true Liv Morgan to return next year? Liv Morgan is currently on hiatus from the company due to injury. As per reports from Mike Johnson of PW Insider, the Judgment Day member is expected to return in early 2026. The reason we hope that this rumor isn't true is because the Raw Women's division needs Morgan back as soon as possible. On Raw this week, Naomi announced her hiatus from WWE due to her pregnancy and confirmed that she will be out of the squared circle for a long time. As a result, the Women's World title has been vacated and the company needs a big replacement for the glow into the red brand. This makes the return of Liv even more important for Monday Night Raw, and hope true Roman Reigns and others want Alberto Del Rio to return to WWE. Alberto Del Rio is no longer part of AAA, which sparked the possibility of his comeback to the Stamford-based promotion. Conflicting reports arise about Del Rio's status, but according to the latest reports, big stars like Roman Reigns want Alberto to make his WWE comeback. Do we hope that the former Women's World Champion may return before the end of 2025? We hope that this rumor is true, as Alberto has worked great as a heel star in his previous run in World Wrestling Entertainment. A natural heel like Del Rio could be a great addition to the current roster, which seems to be full of babyface stars. Chris Jericho is one of the biggest stars in the pro wrestling business. Y2J is not only a former WWE star, but has also solidified his legacy in the industry with his current run in All Elite Wrestling. Recently, speculations emerged about Jericho's potential return to the Triple H creative regime. As per the source, there are discussions about Jericho's return to the sports entertainment juggernaut, but nothing is confirmed yet. Many are speculating his return at the Royal Rumble next year. We hope that this rumor is true, as it will kickstart Chris Jericho's final run in the Stamford-based promotion, which will surely be memorable. After Liv Morgan, there's another shoulder injury on Raw. There was another shoulder injury on WWE Raw months after Liv Morgan suffered the same fate. Liv Morgan was brutally injured on WWE Raw a few months ago during a match against Kairi Sane. It has led to the star being sidelined for the foreseeable future, with her having to relinquish the women's tag team title. The star has dislocated her shoulder and is currently recuperating from a legit injury. Recently, there was an update on Liv Morgan's injury status, and it seems the star could be out till early 2026. It seems that another star has also suffered the same fate, although this might be in kayfabe. Natalya was potentially injured on WWE Raw, months after Liv Morgan's injury. On the latest episode of WWE Raw, Natalya faced off against Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch. There has been a brewing rivalry between Natty and Lynch after the latter attacked her friend Nikki Bella. The man then went on to challenge Maxine Dupree, Natalya's tag team partner on WWE Raw, and attacked her as well. This led to some bitter animosity, with the match being set for the latest episode of WWE Raw. The bout started in regular fashion as Lynch and Natty, two veterans of the game, engaged in a proper wrestling contest. However, things took a turn for the worse as Natalya went shoulder first into the barricade at ringside. From then on, she looked in major distress as the star could barely move her left hand. There was some major concern at ringside as the officials looked at her. However, not one to back off because of an injury. In typical heel fashion, Lynch attacked the boat's arm and tried to hurt it even more. Natty fought back on her own and was trying her best. Ultimately, Lynch defeated her with a disarm her, trying to dislocate Natalya's shoulders like Liv Morgan. It is yet unclear whether the injury is in kayfabe or real, but things should clear up soon. However, Lynch was not done on WWE Raw, as she tried to dislocate Maxine Dupree's shoulders as well. However, the star was saved by a returning Nikki Bella. Dominic Mysterio don't do nothing to get heat, says WWE veteran exclusive. Dominic Mysterio is considered to be one of the most hated heels in WWE at this time. However, wrestling veteran Dutch Mantel thinks that, despite barely doing anything, Dominic has managed to create a particularly successful character. Since his split from his father, Rey Mysterio, Dominic has grown tremendously in his own right. While associated with the Judgment Day, the 28-year-old star could easily transition to a solo star, considering the fan base he has cultivated. Speaking about his heel run so far, Dutch heaped praise on his subtle work recently. On Unscripted, the WWE veteran stated, "He don't do nothing. He just takes his time. People hate that guy. No, they love to hate him. They don't hate him, they love to hate him. And that's one of the best type of heels you can have. He is entertaining now, because if they are standing up, they are being entertained." 1347 onwards. WWE star recently mocked CM Punk's title win. Dominic Mysterio appears to hold on to his heel character outside the ring too, judging by his recent comments about CM Punk. While Punk's World Heavyweight title reign was short-lived at SummerSlam, owing to Seth Rollins' deception, it apparently made Dominic upset to see Punk even win. Speaking on Casual Conversations with the Classic, he stated, "I was a fan, watching SummerSlam Night 1. And I was extremely sad and depressed when I saw that he had won the title. Just not because CM Punk had won it, just because, I don't think he deserves it. I don't think he deserves to be in that spot, but at the end of the day, I was smiling from ear to ear when I saw Seth freaking Rollins," Mysterio said, from 323 to 348. For now, it remains to be seen what Dominic's path forward looks like in WWE. Finn Balor to quit the Judgment Day, after Dominic Mysterio adds 35-year-old WWE star. Exploring the possibility, things between Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio are again heating up on WWE Raw. On the latest edition of the Red Brand, the Judgment Day saga witnessed a significant development when Dirty Dom was spotted in a conversation with El Grande Americano. When the former Universal Champion spotted Dominic with the masked star, he confronted him. In response, the Intercontinental Champion replied that he was ensuring that the villainous faction always stays on top. However, Balor still seems unhappy with this interaction, and this sparked a possibility of him quitting Judgment Day if Dominic adds El Grande Americano to the faction. Recently, WWE has introduced multiple El Grandes on Monday Night Raw, and the one with whom Dominic was interacting is speculated to be Ludwig Kaiser. With the conversation between Dominic and Americano, it seems that the IC champion could be interested in adding him to the Judgment Day. Previously, fans have seen El Grande help Dom to emerge victorious in a match on Monday Night Raw. So, if this scenario turns into reality, Finn Balor may decide to step away from the Judgment Day, especially after this move, as he can no longer continue his domination in the decisions of the faction. In the absence of Liv Morgan, Balor has portrayed himself as the leader of the group and even added Roxanne Perez as the newest member of the alliance. However, if Dominic gets El Grande Americano on his side, then it's likely that Dom may not agree on every decision of Balor, especially when he has backup on his side. Additionally, the conflict of interest between Dominic and Finn Balor over El Grande could also lead to issues on WWE Raw. This may eventually lead to the veteran exiting Judgment Day. However, this remains speculation for now, and fans have to stay tuned to Monday Night Raw to see how things turn out. Fans want to solo Finn Balor's babyface run in WWE. Since joining the Judgment Day, Finn Balor has been portraying a villainous character in the Stamford-based promotion. Over the past few months, fans have demanded that the former Universal Champion needs to turn babyface now. The 44-year-old star has always been a fan favorite among the audience in his heroic character. With things heating up in the Judgment Day, it's high time that WWE separates him from the alliance and instead initiates a singles run in the company as a face.